Let's face it, we live in a world of convenience. Busy people have access to drive-through meals, coffee, dry cleaning, and even the occasional wedding. And the online world is no different. Everything you've ever wanted to know is just a few keystrokes and clicks away with mega powerful tools like Google and Wikipedia. I'm about to show you something that is going to bring that convenience to a whole new level with your WordPress blog and potentially add more than 50% of your visitors to your mailing list. And I'm going to do it right now. This is a typical blog with an opt-in form. We see them all the time. Anything special about it? No. Anything drawing specific attention to the visitor? No. Now, watch this. I'm going to activate a simple plugin on this blog. And let me show you how it makes the opt-in form almost impossible to ignore. That's right. We've developed a plugin that auto-fills your visitors' information as soon as they land on the page. It's called Subscribers Magnet, and that's what I'm going to tell you about today. We all know that the money is in the list. It's been ingrained in our heads since day one, right? But the problem is, many folks just don't have the right tools or mindset to create and leverage a profitable subscriber base. So let's start out by discussing some of the reasons that you don't currently have a large mailing list. First, you're only using one obvious method to capture leads. Your visitors are very diverse. Many of them respond better to one approach than another. If you are only trying to capture leads in one specific way, you could be leaving hundreds of potential subscribers on the table. Next, your opt-in form is not getting noticed. This is one of the most common mistakes bloggers make when creating blogs and websites. If you are not displaying your opt-in form in a strategic location, there's a very good chance that it will be missed. And finally, you don't have a lot of visitors. When you combine the previous two issues, this problem can magnify itself. Basically, your methods are already ineffective, and on top of that, you don't get enough clicks to make up for it. You're about to discover a tool that eliminates all of those problems and can double, triple, or even quadruple your subscriber rate. In this video, I'm going to show you some subscriber gaining methods that no one in the blogging industry is using, and they work like a charm. Subscribers Magnet is not some ebook full of hype and hope with no proof to back it up. It is a tool that you can set up and start seeing results within an hour. Let's take a peek inside to see what makes MaxBlogPress's newest plugin tick. Once the plugin is activated, you'll be able to access the admin page where you can set up your forms and integrate them into your blog with very little effort. First, we will paste the autoresponder code. Next, we're going to place the form strategically in order to maximize exposure. Some of the options you can choose are footer bar, a translucent bar that appears at the bottom of your blog. Sidebar, one of the most popular and common places to find an opt-in form. Within posts, place your form right inside each post automatically. Within comments, enable a checkbox for easy subscription or integrate the form right into your user's comment. Autofill. When visitors see their name and email already there, it commands their attention. Silent subscribe, one of the most powerful subscription methods known to man, or machine for that matter. Now that we have this set up, let's take a look at what a typical user experience would be. Notice that on the first visit, our form displays at the bottom as a footer bar. It will only show up once and not be bothersome to frequent visitors. Notice that the footer bar is quite prominent but does not really get in the way. We also see the form displaying constantly in the sidebar, which is completely normal and will not be intrusive. Clicking on a post, we will see the form at the bottom. If your visitor finds value in this post, they will be able to subscribe immediately after reading it. Pretty cool, huh? Think about it. When is a visitor most interested in learning more about what you have to offer? Well, immediately after they read an interesting blog post of yours, of course. So why not put the form front and center at exactly that moment? As you can see already, we're creating multiple avenues for your blog visitors to subscribe that are both subtle and effectively prominent. And this is before they've even decided to participate. Now, let me show you some really cool stuff. When your visitor makes a comment, we'll give them a checkbox which allows them to subscribe without filling the opt-in form. Since they have to enter their name and email to submit a comment anyway, Subscribers Magnet will take that information from the blog and parse it into your opt-in form for them. Anytime you can make it easier to do something, you will get better results. Here's another option. Now, most folks who comment on blogs take a quick look to make sure that everything displayed properly. Well, we figured since they were looking anyway, why not add the opt-in form there too? Placing your form where your subscribers' eyes naturally gravitate is also very effective. Even if they pass on all of that, your blog will now remember their name and email address the next time they visit. When they return, the opt-in forms will be filled in with their information, which will draw even more attention, making them nearly impossible to ignore. Subscribers Magnet even allows a silent subscription option, which automatically subscribes commenting visitors. Now, this is some truly powerful stuff. Let me expand upon this feature a little bit, because it's like ninja style, okay? When a visitor makes a comment for the first time, they'll be subscribed to your double opt-in autoresponder automatically. As part of the confirmation email, they'll receive a thank you for commenting note, as well as instructions for subscribing to your newsletter. Literally, all they have to do is click that link and you now have a confirmed opt-in, just like that. Let me put that another way. Your blog commenters can now be one click away from being confirmed opt-in subscribers. Where else can you find this feature? Nowhere. But that hasn't even scratched the surface of what this plugin can do. Here are a few more tricks we've shoved up its sleeve. Send personal messages to commentators. Subscribers Magnet has the ability to send personalized messages to anyone who submits a comment on your blog. This serves two purposes. First, it provides your visitor with a highly personal experience and builds rapport. Second, it gets one more message in front of them, allowing yet another opportunity to revisit, subscribe, or even offer a promotion. The silent subscription method we just discussed uses a modified version of this feature. Use pop-ins to increase subscribers. Many times when we run into pop-ins, they are tacky and too aggressive. Subscribers Magnet allows for a delayed pop-in that is much less intrusive. This gives a visitor a little more time to find value in your content before suggesting that they subscribe. Here's an example of what our delayed pop-in will do when visitors access your blog. Notice that it does not show up immediately. Methodical tracking. Each unique subscription method is tagged with a specific tracking code. With this additional feature, you'll be able to easily track and monitor which methods are effective and which need improvement. Place your opt-in form anywhere. Subscribers Magnet generates its own source code that can be copied and pasted virtually anywhere on your site, including within your blog posts themselves. You have full control over the look, feel, location, and functionality of your forms. So, with all these features, advantages, and benefits, we've finally cracked the code to one of the biggest problems facing bloggers today: low subscriber rates. At this point, I'm sure you can definitely find an immediate use for Subscribers Magnet in your current blogging activities. You're probably thinking, okay, I'm in, but how much is this going to cost me? Well, I'll get to that in a minute, but first, let me sweeten the pot just a little more. We are extremely excited about this new plugin that is a definitive game changer in the blogging industry. So much so that we wanted to throw in a big bonus for those who act fast. What we've done is develop a comprehensive strategy for quickly leveraging large lists. It's called Multiple Hit Strategy for Rapid List Building. In this report, you will learn a 17-step process for optimizing your Subscribers Magnet plugin that will hit visitors from several angles without seeming intrusive or cumbersome. In effect, you are forcing the plugin to spin on all cylinders in order to maximize visitor subscriptions. Think of it as a full-on sniper attack that doesn't rest until the job's done. This is one of the most powerful list building strategies available and truly makes a subscribers magnet sing. We covered a small portion of this method earlier in the video, but the complete version is extremely powerful. Multiple hit strategy involves combining an autofiller, footer bar, sidebar, inner post, and silent subscription methods in a way that practically compels your visitor to subscribe without seeming like a nag. Basically, multiple hits are always coming from different places and each has a unique delivery. So your visitor never feels like you're just trying the same thing over and over again until they give in. They feel like you are presenting them with options, giving them the power to choose, not whether they will subscribe, but how. Now let's talk about how much it would cost you to implement all of this technology individually. First, the auto form filler. This technique alone involves specific coding knowledge across several browser platforms and requires the web page to pull sensitive data. You might find a coder on Elance to do this for $100 or so, if you're lucky. Next, the pop-ins and footer bars. And in case you haven't noticed, pop-ins are not well liked by many visitors and browsers alike. They're typically very easy to block, but they're quite effective when used properly. In order to comply with the latest standards, you'll need to find a programmer on top of their game that can overcome the basic pitfalls of this method. Perhaps $150 or more? And that's not even counting the footer bar script that could cost you another $100 to create and implement. Finally, the multiple hit strategy, where all elements of Subscribers Magnet are optimized for maximum effectiveness. Forget the expenses of having these methods created for you. Imagine what kind of programmer, if any, you could find that would be able to seamlessly integrate these methods with point-and-click ease. If you were able to find this elusive being, you'd likely charge a pretty penny for such complex, cooperating functions, probably somewhere in the neighborhood of $300. So just the technology and implementation alone could easily warrant a price of $697. But let's take another angle for a moment. You might have seen list building courses floating around here and there that sell for $9.97. They teach you all there is to know about building a large list and all the extra stuff you need to buy in order to make it work, right? But the problem is they don't provide you with the necessary tools of the trade, just the ideas behind them. Subscribers Magnet is a complete tool which combines several highly effective list building methods into an easily customizable Wordpress interface. And like I said before, no one is using these methods in the blogging community. But this plugin won't cost you $9.97. We're not charging $6.97 either. Heck, based on what you now know about all the programming and coding involved, you might think $2.97 is an absolute steal, and you'd be right. But we really want to make an impact on the way bloggers capture subscriber information. So we're offering Subscribers Magnet with its highly effective list building tools such as auto form fill, pop-ins, banner ads, more, and the multiple hit strategy for rapid list building with instant access for only $147. And don't forget about the buyback guarantee. Test Subscribers Magnet out for 60 full days. We're sure you're going to fall in love with it and find that it makes an immediate impact on your subscription rate. If you are not 100% satisfied, we will buy it back from you, no questions asked. In addition, you'll receive lifetime support. If you're ever stuck, we're there to help. We stand behind our work and place our customer success as top priority. Our support includes community forums to get and give help from your fellow bloggers, ticket systems so you can get your specific issue addressed directly, frequent bug fixes to resolve most common technical and compatibility issues that arise. We also offer free updates to keep your plugin working with the latest version of WordPress, lifetime free upgrades when we develop new versions and enhance features, extensive online documentation so that no stone is left unturned and you can truly max out your WordPress blog. Order Subscribers Magnet by MaxBlogPress right now. Click the Add to Cart button to continue. This is your opportunity to harness and leverage the power of technology like never before. We'll see you on the other side.